Hey everyone, it's BHB here, and today we are going to be talking about the top 10 point guards of the 2019-2020 NBA season. Now, let's just get right into it. We got Trae Young right off the bat at number 10, and this might be shocking to some people, you know, but in my opinion, his ability to shoot the three ball is going to improve massively this year. He's going to improve, and it's the three-point era, and I feel like if he's able to get even any resemblance of Steph Curry in his game this year, then he's going to be a top 10 point guard for sure. But not only that, he's a great passer. I'm pretty sure last year he averaged 8 assists. Guys, that's a crazy amount in my opinion for a rookie. So yeah, and in addition, his post All-Star stats, he averaged 24 points a game on 9 assists, I'm pretty sure. That's crazy, guys. Come on, that's crazy. He's gonna be something special in this league. And I think that his sophomore year, he's not gonna be a superstar, but he'll show a solid jump. All right. Now he's got a few issues though. He's 6'2", and he is 181 pounds basically, and that's like 4 or 5 pounds less than Steph Curry. So inch shorter and 5 pounds lighter, and in my opinion, that's not what you want if you're looking to be that type of player. And it's not only his defensive liabilities that I'm worried about. It's the fact that he's extremely inconsistent. It's like he was off some games and then on fire others. It's not like, and sure, he had those games where he was cold for the first half, first quarter, and then came back, but in my opinion, he's just inconsistent. But then again, a lot of rookie point guards are, so we'll just see how he does. Now, into the next player, we got Kyle Lowry at the 9th spot. And I know some people are very, very, it's like polar opposites when it comes to Kyle Lowry. It's either he's underrated or he's overrated. And in my opinion, I'm putting him at number 9 because, and I'm gonna name off the bad things first. And here we go. It's the fact that he can't be the main guy. He can't be the superstar on the team. Like, this dude, no matter who he's playing with, whether it's DeMar DeRozan or Kawhi Leonard or now it's Pascal Siakam and Marc Gasol, he's not going to be the main guy. He's always going to be the leader, but he's going to make sure that the offense is going to be generated mostly from Pascal Siakam or Marc Gasol. He's gonna be making sure that no matter what, he's not the superstar of the team. He's not the main dude. And I think that's what's really keeping him off this list, because if he had that Russell Westbrook mentality and made sure that no matter what, every time there was an offensive possession, he was somehow going to affect that possession in some way. He was going to either pass or shoot. Then I think he could possibly be like a little higher on this list. But in my opinion, he's just too passive, and that's not that bad because it leads to him getting 8 assists a game last year, and he's a great leader and he's a champion now. But in my opinion, just not being the main guy is what's keeping Kyle Lowry. It's keeping him at number 9 on this list for this season, at least. If he somehow develops late in the later years of his prime, then we'll see. But yeah, I just moved, and I hope that the audio does not mess up. If it messed up, I am so sorry. But yeah. Okay, what we have next is basically his positives, which I said earlier before. He's a leader, he's a passer, he's experienced, and he's a really good defender. I know just because he's 6'1" doesn't mean he can't defend. He's a really good defender. He has a lot of hustle on the defensive end, and I think that's what makes him number 9, and really puts him on the top 10 list for me. All right, now right into the next one, we got Drew Holiday. All right, Drew Holiday. In my opinion, Drew Holiday is a really good player. He's underrated in my opinion. People think like just because he's playing with Anthony Davis and they're not like winning a lot of games, it means that like Anthony Davis is playing with like trash players. Drew Holiday was injured a lot throughout the 2013, 2014, and 15 seasons, but now he's back. He dropped 21 points per game last season, and now that he has a lot of young bucks on his team, I think that his passing is going to increase, and now the fact that he's like second option on the scoring end, I think that's going to really help out his game overall. But yeah, he's reliable offensively and he's a great defender, but the reason why he's only number 8 is because what's his role? Is he a superstar? No. Is he a star? He only has one All-Star in his whole NBA career. But then again, he is in the West, so I don't know. I don't know what they gauge him on that. Like, he's played with Anthony Davis, a top 5 player in the league, and now he's playing with Zion Williamson, one of the most hyped up players in the league, and well deservingly so. But I just don't understand how this is gonna go for him. In my opinion, this is one of the most unpredictable seasons for him. He might end up dropping 15 points a game, or he might be dropping 25 points a game and leading this team to a playoff spot alongside Zion. But we'll have to see for ourselves. Now, number 7, we have Kemba Walker, but if you're Stephen A, he's Kember Walker. I still don't know how Stephen A messes up these names. Maybe he's doing it on purpose. Maybe it's just the way he talks. But Kemba Walker, that's something else. Let me tell you that. Now, Kemba Walker, in my opinion, the only bad thing about him, the only reason why he's 7 is that he's a defensive liability. 6'1". He's only getting 1 steal a game, and in my opinion, to be point guard going up against other elite point guards, you gotta be a little more. You gotta bring a little bit more on the defensive end. But in my opinion, he's an amazing scorer. Not that good 3-point wise. He's shooting 35% a game, but then again, he is getting double teamed because he's the only offensive player. The only good player on the Hornets. So yeah, you have that. But in my opinion, he's gonna do well, but not that well, because now he has good teammates. So he's gonna be able to pass out, get more assists. He's gonna be able to create more for himself because people aren't just gonna be leaving his teammates wide open. But at the same time, guys, like now that the system isn't all around him, I don't see him putting up the same offensive numbers as he did before. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Brad Stevens is gonna really bring this dude to the top of the league. But I just have him at 7 because I don't believe in him. Honestly, he's 6'1". Or I'm sorry, he's 6 foot now, due to the new NBA heights, which I made a video on. Shameless plug-in. I'll leave that in the description below. Now on to number 6, we have Mike Conley. And honestly, I have nothing bad to say about this guy. It's just that I don't see him higher than my top 5. And he's a scorer, he's a defender, and he's extremely experienced. He's played alongside Marc Gasol in many playoff battles. But like I said, I just don't see him. Like he's a great defender. Probably, I'd say the second best defender on this list. But scoring-wise, it's lackluster. But he's only lackluster compared to my top 5 guards that I have. Alright, no disrespect to Mike Conley whatsoever. Compare the average NBA guard, he's a beast on offense. Alright, just want to make that clear. So yeah, but I do see him better than Walker. Because like I said, he can defend. Walker is going to be a defensive liability. But one thing that's actually interesting about that is Isaiah Thomas wasn't a defensive liability on the Celtics. So do you think Brad Stevens is going to be able to mask Walker's 6 foot frame? Leave that in the comment section down below. We'll see about that. Let's have some good debates. But yeah, now into my top 5. Starting off the top 5, you got Simmons. That's right, Ben Simmons. And in my opinion, like this might be a little low for some people, might be a little high. Okay, let me get out the main issue here. He can't shoot. He made 1 3-pointer in preseason, and everyone was like freaking out. Calm down. It was 1 shot. It ain't all that. But here's the reason why he's top 5 for me. He's a great defender. He's 6'9", so he's just gonna body everyone at the point guard position, unless you put like a shooting guard, small forward on him. You can't put power forwards on him because they can't keep up. He's too quick. So it's always a positive mismatch for Ben Simmons. Now, what's up next is that he's a great passer and he is extremely athletic. Whenever he runs the fast break, the 76ers are going to get buckets because it's either slam dunk for him on the offensive end, because the defender has to also guard the other player on the fast break, or it's an open man. Because if you're a defender, you have to commit yourself completely to that 6'9" frame. Like, you can't just leave him open. So you have to put your entire body between him and the basket, and then that will allow Ben Simmons to get someone a wide open 3 or a wide open layup. Now, that's basically why he's number 5. And now, if you guys don't agree with that, let me know in the comments. But now, number 4, Russell Westbrook. Now, this is kind of interesting because it was 2, 3, and 4 were interesting for me. I didn't know what to do, but I eventually had made myself a little chart, and was able to find out what I value the most in the NBA right now. And the fact Westbrook's fourth because he cannot shoot for his life. Guys, come on, 3 consecutive first-round exits, 2 with Paul George, and he's a great shot creator for others. If he's creating shots for himself, it's literally one of the most disastrous things known to man, because he can't shoot threes. He can't shoot the mid-range either. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, I don't know who made a video on this. I think it was Heat Check, or maybe it was B-Ball Breakdown. But they were talking about how Westbrook's getting worse at the rim, and it's insane because if he can't score at the rim, he has nothing. His mid-range jumper is okay. It's like I said, it's lackluster. He can't shoot. He's shooting like 25% from 3. That's disgusting in this day's era. And now, like I said before, he can create shots for others. That's what he's good for, because he can attack the basket, create pressure, make the defense collapse on him, and then he can pass it out to plenty of other shooters. He's great at that. He can defend when he wants to. Now remember, his defense has become pretty weak. I hope that he's going to take some time to play defense, because if he becomes an elite defender, which he is, but he doesn't play that way. But if he really taps into his effort on the defensive end, he might go up a little higher on this list. And of course, just another good thing from him is that he's super athletic. However, this knee surgery that he had, I don't know what it was on, but all I know is he had a knee surgery. Yeah, that's not good for him. He's gonna have a bad time with that. A guy that relies that much on athleticism, I think it's gonna be a huge issue for him. But I hope he bounces back 100%, and we'll have to see. All right, now number 3, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, okay, so we have Kyrie Irving at the 3 spot, and in my opinion, Kyrie Irving is an elite shot creator. He's clutch, and he's a great shooter. Now, not only that, but I don't know if you guys know this, but this was a play in game 1 or 2 of the 2015 NBA Finals. Kyrie Irving was ISO'd onto Stephen Curry. Steph Curry blew right by him. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But Kyrie Irving then puts up the hustle to get back to Steph Curry and block the shot off the glass to save the game and force it into overtime. Kyrie Irving can defend only when he wants to, only if he feels the need to, I guess. I don't know. It's crazy. But yeah, so he's like I said, elite shot creator. He's clutch and he can defend. He's a shooter. Not as good as, in my opinion, not as good as Lillard or Curry. I mean, his performance against the Bucks in the final series as a Celtics against the Bucks last playoffs, was dreadful. That was disgusting. Terrible shooting. In all of the games, I'd say he's a pretty good shooter from three-point land. But yeah, he's an all-around scorer. But the only reason why he's not past Lillard or Curry, in my opinion, is that he's not a leader. Like, let's be honest here. He couldn't lead the Celtics. He couldn't lead the Cavs. He needs LeBron. He needs another superstar next to him in order to, I don't know, just be his best. I don't know why he can't lead a team the way he leads a team when LeBron or possibly KD takes that step back and lets him lead. I don't know what it is, but it's just probably in his head. But also, he's not a system player. How do you play under Brad Stevens? How do the Celtics make the playoffs and make the Eastern Conference Finals without you? Game 7 against LeBron, and then with you, they lose to the Bucks. Dude, he's not a system player. If you're not, and this is how I know, if you play under Brad Stevens and he has a hard time incorporating you in the offense, then you are not a system player. Brad Stevens has an amazing system, and he can incorporate anyone. I brought this point up earlier in the video. He incorporated Isaiah Thomas's 5'9" frame perfectly into the defense and made it look like his defensive issues weren't even there. It was crazy. Yeah, basically, the fact that he's not a leader and he's not a system player prevents him from being top 2. Now, at number 2, you got Damian Lillard. Bruh, this guy, Damian Lillard, I swear. Okay. Damian Lillard, he is clutch. He's a shooter. He's an all-around scorer. He's a leader. And he plays within a system. You know, he's not a ball hog. He passes, but he shoots when he needs to shoot. I love watching him play. And now I feel like people might want me to spend more time on this, but I'm going to incorporate the number one in my list, Stephen Curry, the best point guard in the league, in my opinion, right now. Because, and I'm going to compare the two. Look, who's the better shooter? Curry. Who's the better all-around scorer? I'm going to say Lillard. Who's clutcher? I'm going to say Lillard. Who's the better leader? I'm going to say Curry. And who's the better system player? I'm going to say Curry. Now, GMs think that Lillard, remember there's a GM poll every year before regular season, and they ask who's the leader, who's the best leader in the NBA. They chose Lillard. I'm sorry, but Curry, he's going to make sure everyone's happy. Now, KD, you might say, hey, KD wasn't happy. KD's never happy. All right, let's be honest here. But Stephen Curry took a step back as the leader because he knew what KD wanted. He is going to, in my opinion, he's going to develop D'Angelo Russell's game because he knows, well, I don't know what he knows, but I'm pretty sure that he's going to develop Russell's game because he's going to be giving him a lot more open shots. He's going to be getting the ball more. He's going to let him take control when D'Angelo Russell wants to, because he's an unselfish player that knows how and when to take control. Remember when KD had that lower calf injury, aka Achilles injury, even though no one in the media wanted to say it except Max Kellerman and I think Jalen Rose? I don't know. But the moment KD went down, Steph Curry it didn't take him even 3 minutes. Stephen Curry stepped up because he's like, okay, now I have to shoot the ball a lot more because our number one offensive option just went down. Like I said, in my opinion, he forces so much pressure. I mean, I know Damian Lillard, the moment he steps past 40 feet, you got to guard him too, but you don't guard him like you do Steph Curry, all right? When you guard Steph Curry, you're in constant fear. I just feel that Steph Curry, since he's just that much better of a shooter than everyone else, he creates that much more pressure than everyone else. Dame Lillard, he's a great shooter, but he's not on that level yet. He's on the tier with everyone else, while Steph Curry's just that much higher. All right, that's basically it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. But yeah, hey, Stephen Curry, number one for me, Dame Lillard at the 2, and Kyrie Irving at the 3. If you guys don't agree with this, or you think Ben Simmons, Westbrook, someone like that should be in the top 3, you guys, comment down below. Let's debate. I love debating. This is why I created this channel, like I said before in other videos. And yeah, we all have a nice day. There should be a top 10 shooting guards video out tomorrow, ideally. But yeah, I hope you all have a nice day, and goodbye.